was a great training today. From a tactical, physical standpoint, it was excellent. Guys obviously we've put it behind us, but guys aren't still a bit upset about that last second winner. But we have no one to blame but ourselves, falling asleep in a split second. But throughout that game, we had more shots on goal. We denied them in key opportunities. Our structure was good, our shape was good defensively, and we let that one slip away. But 6 points out of 9, in a week, we'll take it.
Those type of losses don't happen that often. It's conversely, those type of wins don't happen that often. Those stoppage time, are those ones that you almost just, obviously look at the film and break it down, but you almost just shrug your shoulders and say, maybe one a year, maybe once every other year you have one of those.
I suppose you could do that. I haven't done that yet. I'm still pretty bitter about that, the outcome. But they're a quality side. They're at home. They capitalized on a moment where we fell asleep. So you got to take your hat off to them and kick ourselves in the butt and move on to Philly now.
With a week like that where you have 3 games, how much fatigue are you guys feeling like at the end of it?
None. At the end of it, we made some rotations, so guys weren't feeling. Guys were okay, and the guys that perhaps were feeling a little bit, they didn't start, and a guy like Dami came out because it was his 3rd game in the week, so that was not an issue or an excuse at all.
What about injury-wise? Do you expect to see Sam or Natum, or is it too early to tell for Saturday?
No, Sam's certainly not. Natum, too early to tell, but I would guess not. But Sam, no. Sam will be out for a bit.
In the Columbus game, you talked about you guys didn't play well, but you still were able to kind of grind out the result. Now you have the East leaders coming here this weekend. How much better do you have to play overall to get a result against a team that's had a really good year?
Yeah, they listen. I'm impressed with Philly. First from a standpoint of, for years they didn't put it together, and they gave Jim time in their structure to build something, and it took years and years and years, and now you're seeing the payoff. So that they're a good team. They move the ball well. They have dangerous players to get a goal, and they're pretty disciplined and stingy defensively. So yeah, we have to play first and foremost a solid game, both sides of the ball, but also comes into it the grinding out at certain key moments. Against a team like this, doesn't matter if you're home and away. There's going to be moments that you have to have that mental toughness and that work rate and that stinginess, which we've had a lot of this year. But then you also have to couple it with some solid play, and that's obviously the balance that you have to get right.
Last week, I think you mentioned that since you've been here, you've noticed that the team kind of ramps up its intensity and its play the last couple months of the season because there's like some sort of finish line coming. With the Western Conference table the way it is right now, how much of that kind of sense of urgency, you could call it, do you need right now?
Yeah, every point counts, and that's why I think the 1 point that we left in table, if not 3, in San Jose hurts a bit. Yeah, we're at that moment that now we have a handful of games at home, and we have to collect as many points. We have to collect all the points, to be honest with you. That's the mindset that we have.
I imagine the coaching fraternity is pretty tight among MLS coaches. When you see one of your peers be given that time and that patience, is that a satisfying thing to see in a profession? And a lot of time there's knee-jerk reactions, and coaches could be let go after not seeing success in 2 or 3 years.
It depends on the setup that you have as an organization, and I think with Philly and even Bennett Olsen at DC, they have a realistic setup. That they know that they're not spending like those 2 teams. Well, now I guess you could say Philly and DC have started spending a bit more, but traditionally they haven't spent much, and it's relying on young inexperience and developing. So it's great to see because I'm a loyalty type of person, but it's also, you have to look at that's how they're set up. So I would be surprised if they, didn't give them the opportunity that they have right now. But it's good to see that both of them are, with a little bit more money and some quality, a little bit more quality. They're both good coaches. That you're seeing something be put together for those, for both of them and their teams. And they're 2 guys that I like, and I'm happy for them.